Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 24th through May 31st of 2021. This is going to be a reading to delve into what has you stuck in this current energy. I'm doing that this week for the signs because I've been getting a lot of messages that people are in a kind of an indecisive place at the moment. A lot of cycles have come to an end, big cycles, and like karmic relationships and patterns have been slowly dying out. And so I think a lot of people are feeling like they want to move in a new direction, or should I move in a new direction, or should I pick up the pieces from the past and kind of like heal that and go in that. There's just like a lot of what I'm feeling like indecision on which way to head. Should I go with my heart? Is there something really creative I want to focus on, or do I want to fix the past and move forward with that? So there's just a lot of these questions I'm getting overall. So I thought I would go into each of the signs and figure out what has you stuck, what kind of energy is going on that has you stuck. So how I do that is I shuffle the cards and I find the Two of Swords or Two of Air in this deck, and then the cards on either side of that give me an idea of what's going on for you guys. So you guys have the Mother of Earth, which is very, very nurturing card. I feel like that's you guys. We have the Tower, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you guys were working on something here, like really nurturing something or someone. And I feel like with the Tower here, I feel like there was someone who was holding back something from you that you needed. I feel like you guys still moved forward, but I feel like there was a realization with this, with the Tower, for you. And I feel like there's a sense of, okay, now what? Now I see this. I see that this was not in my best interests. But I feel like you guys still plodded along here and kept at it. You kept on with this. But I feel like there was something learned for you here. There was definitely a lesson learned for Taurus. Yeah, it feels there was somebody holding back on you guys. And I feel like you guys said enough. I kind of feel like this Tower is you guys saying, I'm not gonna put up with this anymore, because I've been taking care of what I need to take care of, right? And then and you're holding back on me. And putting me in a defensive place. And I'm not gonna do that anymore. So on the other side of this, we have the Two of Water, the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Discs. So we do have the 777 for you guys. You can look that up, angel number 777, which is telling me that you guys may be working on something that's out of the ordinary, something like something new that hasn't been, you know, brought out yet. Something off the beaten track is what I'm getting. But for the most part here, it's like you guys, you know, you saw what wasn't working. You saw that energy in your life that was holding back on you, and you broke out of that. It looks like you broke free of that. And then I feel like what has you stuck is like, okay, now I'm here in this place of like detachment almost, right? I've learned the lessons from this situation, and I'm going forward and making these equal connections from a place of detachment and really getting my ego out of the way, getting myself out of the way with the Hermit. And I feel like in doing that, like the Seven of Cups is just, many possibilities. And the Seven of Pentacles is really like you put in a lot of work, and now you're going to start seeing the benefits of that coming up. And it may be in the, you know, all of these options that are coming in for you guys. Your cup runneth over is what I just heard. But a lot, it's what's coming up a lot in the readings that I've been doing so far is basically everyone's getting to a point of realizing they have all they need. And it feels like a lot of these cycles that have just ended were in place to show us that we don't need anything outside of ourselves. Because it's when we look outside of ourselves for anything that we get into trouble, that we get connected to situations or people who will exploit that or take advantage of that, right? So when you're coming at something from a place of wholeness, then there's nothing that can be manipulated. There's no energy that can be taken advantage of, because you don't need anything outside of yourself. So I feel like that's a big lesson coming up here for a lot of people. And being on the other side of that now is like, okay, I understand this. I see where everything that got me to this place, the lessons I've learned, what I did wrong, what I didn't do, whatever, all those things. You look back and you're like, okay, but now it's like, okay, now how do I make like when you're so used to making these connections that are not, two whole people, it's hard to like move forward and be like, okay, now how does this work, right? So that's kind of like what I'm getting. But I feel like you're gonna have a lot of options as far as your connections here going forward after this lesson, these lessons for you. We have the Two of Cups twice for you guys. Here in your reading. So let's clarify this one. Okay. So the Mother of Earth is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. So this is you basically looking for emotional fulfillment and not getting it, and saying, I'm not going to continue in this anymore. I feel like you guys put an end to something that was keeping you very defensive. Because you know, I feel, you know, the Queen of Cups is your energy. Very, like, you wanted to have a solid connection, and that wasn't going on. And so if I feel like you stood up and said, I'm not going to do this anymore. So we have the Star and the Judgment card for you guys, clarifying this other side of what has you stuck. Again, with the Star, there's just so many possibilities, almost like flying in for you guys. There's like a whole new cycle beginning for you, where these equal connections are taking place. There's a lot of options coming toward you, and you guys are going to be leaving the past behind, like in a big way, is what I'm getting. Because again, you guys really, you're okay with yourself, you know, and when you're okay with yourself, and you're not looking outside of yourself for anyone to support you, to validate you, to give you what you need, that's when things really start to come together. When your equal person or project or whatever it is comes in and matches you, right? Because you're full. You're not needing to be filled. You're full. So you're at an equal match. And that's what I'm seeing here with the Two of Water, equal connections for you going forward. And many of them. So that this cycle here where you've been, you know, struggling and fighting against this situation where someone's been holding back on you is no more. Now there's equal give and take. There's a lot of options coming in. So we'll get an advice card for Taurus for this reading. We got two. We got the Swan, Grace, appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. And Kangaroo, gratitude, be grateful for all you are blessed with. And being grateful brings more of that in, right? The more grateful we are for what we have and what we appreciate, the more we get. Grace, appreciate the beauty inside it. I think you guys are really, I think this is really like what you guys have been learning is like, you know, again, it's like you have everything you need inside of you. And I feel like there was a lot of pain for you here in the past, not being met equally. And not being nurtured and protected in a relationship. It's like you were like, you had to fight for everything, is what I'm feeling. And what, you finally said enough of that. But now I feel like this, what has you stuck is really like transitioning into this new way of connecting with others. I feel you have all you need to do it. It's just a new way of doing things, It's like when you play tennis with your left hand all your life, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, you break a finger in your left hand and now you have to play right-handed, or vice versa. It's a whole new rewiring of your brain. It's not bad per se, it's just a whole new way of thinking. And unfortunately, our pathways, when we do things over and over and over again, that pathway gets really strong so that we don't have to think about what we're doing. It's part of being human. We get like driving, we don't have to think about driving. When we first were driving, we thought about everything. Now we barely think about it. We get home and we're like, how did I get home, right? I don't remember driving. Scary, I know, but I've done it many times. So that's kind of like what it is. It's like you're not on autopilot anymore. And I feel like that's a lot of the signs are going through that right now. It's like all of a sudden, like, whoa, wait, I have to do things differently. I have to like not be on autopilot anymore. Because that was, I was so okay with that. It took me a long time to get there. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. This energy for you guys is like, not stuck per se, but like, okay, how do I shift gears now and meet people in that equal place? Because I'm not going to go back here and do this again, right? But you're getting there. You're getting there, and I feel like you're really appreciating yourself and your strength, because I see that a lot here. There's a lot of strength, and it's going to be easy because there's going to be a lot of new opportunities to connect coming in for you guys with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. You worked very hard for this, so it's coming. It's coming. So be grateful for all you have. For sure, guys. Looks like you've put up with a lot and gotten yourself through that. So congratulations. So this was your reading for the week. Hope you enjoyed it, got something good out of it for yourselves. I'll be back next week. Until then, please do love on yourselves, love on everyone around you, because that's what we're here to do. I certainly appreciate my family and friends who have helped me with some things I needed. My new backdrop and my backdrop stand my daughter got me, and some backdrops my friend Amanda got me, and some crystals, and just really helping out my little endeavor here, which really helps make me feel supported, right, and cared for, and like I might be doing something fun and interesting. So it's always nice when people support you, and we should definitely do more of that for each other. I think we all need that right now. So anyway, that was my little speech. Thank everyone for supporting me. Would love it if you guys would subscribe and share my channel. That would be awesome. All right, so you guys take care, and I will see you next week.